Hi guys, it's Paul from Crowborough Guitar Tuition, and welcome back to another video lesson. This week we are looking at the title song from the Red Hot Chili Peppers album Californication, 1999 I think it was, something like that. I haven't checked, but I can't believe it was really that long ago. But it's a great track, lots to get our teeth into, but not too tricky, and a nice little solo, actually the first solo I ever learned. So even if you've not been playing for a very long time at all, you should be able to learn this song. So let's start with the intro riff, or the main riff. So we're starting off on the A string, and basically what we're doing is pretty much an A minor shape. So if we were to fret a whole A minor, we'd be fine. I don't actually play the whole A minor, I just tend to keep my, don't put my third finger down. But what we're doing is we're keeping that first finger off of the B string for now, and we're just playing the A and D strings and then an open B before putting the first finger down at the first fret. So we've got... So we're not actually playing that G string, so we don't need to have that third finger down. Then we move over to what is effectively part of an F shape. Now we don't bar the whole F because we need to have an open string ringing out, so we actually have the an open G. So use your first and third fingers to play the first fret on the E and the third fret on the A string, and then you can keep enough kind of distance between your first finger and the rest of the strings to allow that open G to ring out. So you've got... And we're going to put our second finger down to hit that note at the second fret on the G string. And that is the main part of that. Then we've got the little section that goes... And it's not as tricky as it sounds. If you know your chords, you'll be fine. So all you need to do is do a bar chord, a C bar chord at the third fret on the A string. Then we're going to move to a G bar chord, third fret on the E, F bar chord, and an open D minor. And you can see on the tab the parts to pick. But if you make those shapes, you'll be able to easily pick those bits, and you don't need to move your fingers whilst you're doing it. You just got to watch at the end there as you come out of that F. You've got that open D for the D minor at that point. But you just put those chords, do those chord shapes, and you'll be able to pick through the piece. Then we've got the bridge section, and it's an A minor and an F major 7, but it's an F major 7 not played just as an open chord. Well, it's still open, but we're playing it across all 6 strings. And so we're going to use our thumb to play the first fret at the F there on the E string there. So we can still get that, we still need that high E ringing out. So we can't bar and do a full F because we need that high E string for the major 7th sound. So it might be a bit tricky to start with to get your thumb on there, but give it a go and you'll get there. In terms of the strumming, I think it's been marked on the tab. It goes like this. So all we're doing there is we're going down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. So hopefully you can hear that. Now the chorus, we're doing a C chord, but we're going to, not quite standard, we're going to put an extra G note in at the third fret on the E string. So you're going to use your fourth finger at the top there to do that. We've then got a G7 chord, so open G7, which is, you can see how to do that on the tab. We've got a D minor 9, which is actually a little bit further up the neck, so we've got our first finger at the 5th fret on the G, and our second finger at the 6th fret on the B string, and then we've got the open strings either side, so we should have... to A minor. So we've got those 4 chords. So all you do is play around those chords, listen to the song to try and work out some of those rhythms. There's a bit of variation each time, and to be honest, John Frusciante is quite a loose player. I doubt he's ever played many parts the same twice, so feel free just to throw your rhythms in, as long as it fits with the song, it'll be okay. Then we have our solo section, and you can see all the tab for this in the link below, but I would start with my second finger at the 10th fret on the B string, and use my second finger for that, my first finger for the 9th, and then I'm going to bend at the 11th fret on the G string, and I'm going to move all 3 fingers over, so use my third finger for that. Then we've got the little section that goes. And you can just use your first and third finger for those notes at the 9th and 11th fret there. We've got a little pull off in the middle and a little bend. Make sure you get the fullness of that bend. You don't want to go up too quickly. It's more of a slightly gradual bend. So you want to hear that, don't rush through it. Then again, I'd use my second finger at the 10th fret, so we could go back to kind of similar to how we started. So I'd use second finger, first finger, third finger at the 12th, third finger to go up to 14. So we're going to, at that 14th fret, I want to use my third finger because when I come up to it the second time round, I've got that bend. And then to play this section starting at the 17th fret, I'd use my fourth finger on the 17th fret and kind of work down from there using one finger per fret. So you've got so just use fingers 4, 3 and 1 for that little section there. And just alternate pick through that. It's not fast, but just helps you to keep your flow. And then we've got the unison bends. Now if you've not done unison bends before, we're going to put our first finger at the 14th fret on the B and our third finger at the 16th fret on the G. And we're going to put our second finger just behind that third finger because we're going to need to bend, and we need both fingers, the strength of both of them to push the string up. Now we call them unison bends because the note you're bending to should be the same as this note on the 14th fret. So basically 2 frets up from the 16th fret, the 18th fret there, is the same as the 14th fret on the B. So when you bend, you want to bend that string, you hit both notes together, and you want to bend the G string up to the same note as on the B string. And if you've got a good ear, you should hear a point where they sync with one another and kind of match up in pitch. So we come out of those unison bends. So we've been bending with our third finger, so then we've got the 17th fret, I'd use my fourth finger for that, so we have, so down to the 14th fret with my first finger. So as I go for that bend, I'm going to have to leap back a bit with my hand. I'll use my third finger, and I'd basically get all fingers on the string to do that bend at the 14th fret. So just alternate between first and third fingers there as you hit the 12th and 14th frets. So just, you've landed on that 14. So go 14, so you go to the 14th fret with your third finger, first finger at the 12th, slide it back to the 10th, and then you're ready in the right place to use your third finger at the 12th fret, second finger at the 10th, first at the 9th, and finishing at the 2nd fret on the 10th. Finishing with your second finger on the 10th fret. exactly the same place you started. And that is pretty much the whole song. It's a nice little, really lovely little song to play. It's a lovely little solo, and it's a great one to start with if you've not really done much lead work before. You can easily get your head around it. So I hope you enjoyed playing that. Hope it's clear. Any questions, just let me know, and I'll try and get back to you. Thanks so much. Hi guys, thanks for watching. For more guitar tips and video lessons, click on the subscribe button down below, and let me know in the comments what songs or video lessons you'd like to see. If you want to keep up with some of our news, you can like us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter, or you can always check out our website, crowboroughguitartuition.com.